Hello everyone, Scooney007 here bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game we have the 4-1 Texas Rangers taking on the 4-2 Los Angeles Angels. And here is the starting lineup for the Texas Rangers. Leading off, the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Batting second, the designated hitter, Michael Young. Batting third, the center fielder, Josh Hamilton. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the third baseman, Hank Bullock. Batting fifth, the right fielder, David Murphy. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Frank Cantilo. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Ben Broussard. Batting eighth, the catcher, Gerald Laird. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Raymond Valquez. On the mound for the Angels, it is John Garland. Garland comes into this game with a 3.86 ERA, 1 win, no losses. 3.86 ERA, 7 innings pitched, allowed 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk. We're here at Angel Stadium. Nothing for strikes and a -4 to walks. Nothing to home runs. And with that, Ian Kinsler steps up, takes a few swings, and we are ready to start. He's batting a .500. Here's the pitch. Kinsler, 2-3 walk. That's a 7. The 9 is too high. 6-2 fly ball to Guerrero. Out number 1. Next up, Michael Young. Young batting a .296. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 5-4. That's going to be a possible error. And that is going to be a 4-5. That's going to be a double star 2. Ground ball to Figgins. Figgins' error rating is a 1-4. That's an 8. No error. 2 away, and that's going to bring up the center fielder, Josh Hamilton. Hamilton comes into this game with a .320 ERA, 320 average. Here's the pitch. 5-2, strikeout 10. That's a 9. Struck him out. So the Angels retire the Rangers in order. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. And here is the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Angels. Leading off, the third baseman, Cone Figgins. Batting second, the designated hitter, Gary Matthews. Batting third, the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Garrett Anderson. In the cleanup position, batting fifth, the center fielder, Torrey Hunter. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Casey Coachman. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Batting eighth, the catcher, Mike Napoli. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Mercer Izutris. On the mound for the Texas Rangers is Vincent Pereira. Pereira having a .571 average, a 5.71 average, 1 loss, 5.71 ERA, 6 1/3 innings pitched. Allowed 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, no walks. And with that, Figgins steps up. He's batting a .240. Here's the pitch. 6-3, strikeout 10. That's a 4. Struck him out. And here's Gary Matthews. Matthews batting a .154. Here's the pitch. 6-5, strikeout. That's a 13. The 18 is too high. 6-2, and that's going to be a single to Murphy. So that one goes out to Murphy, and Gary Matthews gets on with a single. And next up, it's going to be the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero comes into this game with a .458 average. Strategy rolls a 7. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 6-5. 6-5 is a strike. That's an 8. The 20 is too high. 5-2, fly ball to Murphy. Matthews still stays at first, and that's going to bring up the left fielder, Gary Anderson. Comes into this game with a .214 average. Strategy rolls an 8. Here's the pitch. 4-4, blank. 2-6, fly ball to Murphy. So the Angels leave one stranded, no runs, one hit, no errors, and one left on. After one, we're tied at 0. We go to the top of the second. It's Hank Bullock, David Murphy, and Frank Cantillo due up for the Texas Rangers. Here's the pitch to Hank. Hank batting a .167. 5-2, that's going to be a strike. That's a 9. The 12 is too high. 3-6, ground ball to Figgins. Figgins takes that, throws it over to first base for out number 1. David Murphy up. Murphy batting a .222. Here's the pitch. Murphy, 5-5, blank. 1-2, power hit to Anderson. That's a 14, and that's a fly ball out. Anderson going all the way back to the warning track to get that one for out number 2. Here's Frank Cantillo up. Frank is batting a .400. The pitch. And that is going to be 5-3. Home run chance on a 1-5. The 18 is too high. 1-6, ground ball to second. Kendrick takes that, flops it over to Casey. Out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Easy in the score. The Angels retire the Rangers in order. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Torii Hunter, Casey Coachman, and Howie Kendrick due up for the Angels. Here's the pitch to Torii. And that is going to be 6-1. 6-1. Home run chance on a 1-10. That's a 7. 14 or less for Torii. That's an 8. Torii squares it up and kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is out of here. Solo home run for Torii Hunter. And that puts the Angels ahead with 1-0. And with that, the Angels have a 1-run lead here in the second, and that's going to bring up Casey Coachman. Casey batting a .545. Here's the pitch. 3-2 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Angels Stadium for this play. 2-3, ground ball to first. Burchard gets that one, tags the plate, out number 1. Howie Kendrick up. Kendrick batting a .417. Here's the pitch. 5-2, wild pitch. We're going to re-roll the die. 1-6, range play. 1-6. That's going to be a double to Murphy. Murphy's range is on a 1-3. That's a 4. It got by him. And with that, Howie Kendrick gets on with a double. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Mike Napoli. So, runner on second, infield at normal depth. Here's Mike Napoli. Napoli batting a 4-12. Strategy roll is a 4. Here's the pitch. 2-6, wild pitch. That's a 2. And with that, Kendrick will move over to third on that wild pitch. Here we go with Napoli. 4-4, fly ball to Murphy. And that is a roll of a 1D6 with less than 2 outs. D6 less. Runner scores. And that is a successful sacrifice play there. Angels score Howie Kendrick. They go up 2-0. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Mercer Izutris. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch. 1-1, blank. Izutris 6-5, ground ball to the short. Valquez takes that, throws it. Valquez gets that, throws it over to Ben for out number 3, and that retires the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. After 2, it's Los Angeles 2, Texas nothing. We go to the top of the third. It's Ben Bouchard, Gerald Lald, and Raymond Valquez due up for the Texas Rangers, the 7, 8, and 9 spot. Here we go, Ben Bouchard batting a 167. First baseman up. And that's going to be 3-2. 3-2 is a blank. 6-3. Ground ball to third. Figgins gets that. Throws over to Coachman for out number 1. That's going to bring up the catcher, Gerald Laird. He's batting a 235. Here's the pitch. 1-6. That's going to be a blank. 6-4. That is going to be a fly ball to Anderson. And that is out number 2. Raymond Valquez up. Valquez batting a 500. Here's the pitch. 4-2 blank. 3-4 ground ball to Figgins. No runs, and that easy to score. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 3, we go to the bottom of the third. It's going to be Cone Figgins, Gary Matthews, and Vladimir Guerrero due up for the Angels. Here's the pitch to Figgins. We go to the top of the order. Figgins 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 4-3 strikeout. That's a 10. The 20 is too high. 2-6, and that is going to be a single past Kinsler. And the Angels have a runner on first. Gary Matthews up. Matthews is 1 for 1 on the day. Infield at double play depth. Strategy roll 13. Nothing going on there. 4-1. Home run. That's a 4. The 14 is too high. 1-1, and that is going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. And no double play there. The roll is high, so that's going to force Figgins out. And Matthews will take over at first. So Matthews on a fielder's choice, 1 out. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero 0 for 1, strategy roll 19. Here's the pitch. 5-3, that's going to be a walk. That's a 5. The 17 is too high. 3-5, ground ball to third. And that's going to be a double play. Roll versus hitter's GDP plus the pitcher's GDP and double play pivot. So the pitcher is a 0. That's going to be a 4. Second base is a 0. We stay at 4. That's going to be a 2. Ground ball to fifth. Bollock gets it, throws it over to Kinsler for the out there. Kinsler takes it, throws it back over to first. That is a 5-4-3 double play. That's a 5-4-3 double play on that one. And none left on. So no runs, one hit, no errors after 3. It's Los Angeles 2, Texas nothing. We go to the top of the 4th. It's Ian Kinsler, Michael Young, and Josh Hamilton due up for the Rangers. We go to the top of the order. Here's Ian Kinsler. He's 0 for 1 on the day. 1-5, possible error on a ground ball. 4-5, and that's a single to Guerrero. Guerrero's error rating is on a 1-5. That's a 7. No error there. Kinsler is on with a single. And next up, it's going to be Michael Young, the designated hitter. Infield at double play depth. Young 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 5-5 blank. 4-5 double star 2. Ground ball to third. No double play there. However, Kinsler will get forced out at second as he tries to go to second. And Michael Young on at first. All right, that's going to bring up the center fielder, Josh Hamilton. Infield still at double play depth. Hamilton 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Strategy roll 17. Here's the pitch. 1-6 blank. 3-5. That's going to be a single to Anderson. However, let's take a look here. Does Young take any other bases? Base runner, his adjusted rating is down to a 0. It's a -2 to Anderson. For that, it's a 7. Single to 7, that's a -2 from first to third. Young gets the hold sign, stays at second. And that holds up Hamilton into traffic there. That's going to bring up Hank Bellock. Bellock 0 for 1. 2 out, 1 out still. Strategy roll 2. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 4-2. 4-2 is a blank. 3-3. Double to Anderson. All right. So we have a 6. Hamilton will advance home. Lead runner advances, so Hamilton will come home to score. ties the game up. That ties the game up. Now, ball caught off. Trailing runner caught in a rundown. Let's see what happens to Hank. It's a 2 through 5. If roll is higher, greater than the BR, the runner out, no advancement of others. If roll is equal, less than or equal to base runner, runner out, others advance. So Bollock being the only base runner on, and nothing there. Bollock will go, tries to go to the third. They throw it to third. He sees it. He tries to go back to second. They throw it to second. He goes back to third, and they get him out. Always enjoy seeing those runs down. They throw him. They tag him out. They got him out at third. Try to go back to third. They got him. Zurchis goes over there and gets in on the rundown as well to tag him out. That's going to bring up 2 outs. That's going to bring up David Murphy. Murphy 0 for 1. It's like a little bit of street baseball there, you know? Got a little bit of a little league tease there. David Murphy 0 for 1. No one on. That's a 6-3. That's going to be a double question mark. It's a double star and a 1. That's a 7. Too high. 1-2, and that's going to be a power hit to Anderson. On a 4, that's a single. Anderson having to go back to the wall to chase that one as it goes down the fair baseline. David and Murphy is on with a single. And that's going to bring up Frank Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is 0 for 1 on the day. Strategy roll 17. Here's the pitch. 6-3, question mark, double star, 1. That's a 17. Nothing happens. 3-4, that's going to be a single to second. I mean, that ground ball out to second. Kinsler gets that, throws it over to Bouchard. Tags out the runner there. 1 left on. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Garrett Anderson, Torii Hunter, and Casey Coachman due up for the Angels. Anderson 0 for 1 on the day. 1-6. Is there going to be a range play? 3-4 double. It's a double star 5. It's a ground ball to Valcrez. Valcrez's range is a 1. That's a 4. It got by him. And with that, Anderson is safely on at first. All right, real quick, we have a pickoff. We have a 20. It's going to be a bulk on a 1-3, pickoff on a 4-5. That's a 20. Nothing happens. Infield coming in as Torii Hunter comes up. He's 1 for 1 with a home run, and an RBI. 5-5, strikeout 10. That's a 5. Struck him out. Struck him out. That's going to bring up Casey Coachman. Coachman 0 for 1 on the day. Infield still at double play depth. The pitch. 5-5 strikeout. That's a 4. The 8 is too high. 3-3 single to Cantaloupe. That's gonna be a single out there to Frank. So let's see. Do we have any other runners? Anderson's base run is a 0. It's less than 1. He gets the hold side. So with that, Howie Kendrick comes up, the second baseman. He's 1 for 1, doubled, runs scored. Strategy rolls a 7, infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch. 3-2 at the ballpark. 6-6. Rare play. Let's see what happens here. It's a slow roll to first base, who possibly bobbles the ball, then throws it wild to first. All right, resolve play by rolling against the first base error rating. First for the bobble, then for the throw. Ben Bouchard bobbles the ball, and that is an error on the first baseman. So Ben will pick up the error, and that's a one base error. So Kendrick is on with an error, and due to that error, that loads the bases. That's going to bring up Mike Napoli. The catcher, Napoli, has an RBI. Strategy rolls a 15. Angels holding off. Here's the pitch. 5-2, wild pitch on a 4. That's a wild pitch, and they're going to score on that wild pitch. And with that, the Angels take a lead on a wild pitch. Here's the pitch to the response 1-1. Single to Hamilton. And that is a 6 or plus. Let's see. That's going to be this. So Hendrick is going to score. Because of that being a 6, runner advances. No throw. So, but let's see. But if the train runner's BR is greater or equal to the roll, he advances. Napoli will advance. And just like that, the Angels now have a 3-run lead, and that's going to bring up Mercer Izutris. Izutris 0 for 1. We have a sacrifice play. If you're going to come in for this, here's the pitch. (1-6) range. And that is a successful range play by Hank Balak. That is out number 2, and that's going to put Mike Napoli in scoring position. Cone Figgins up. Figgins is 1 for 2 on the day. Strategy rolls an 11. Infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch. 4-3 strikeout. That's a 10. The 19 is too high. 5-4 fly ball to Murphy. And that is going to be out number 3. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. After 4, it's Los Angeles 5, Texas 2. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Ben Bouchard, Gerald Layard, and Raymond Valcrez due up for the Rangers. Ben Bouchard 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 2-4. That's going to be a walk. That's a 1. The 5 is too high. 1-4 ground ball to Figgins. Out number 1. Here's Gerald. Gerald is 0 for 1 on the day. 3-2 blank. 1-2 fly ball to Anderson. And that's out number 2. That's going to bring up Raymond Valcrez. Valcrez 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 5-1. That's going to be a blank. 6-1, and that's going to be a pop up to Kendrick for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Angels retire the Rangers in order. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Gary Matthews, Vladimir Guerrero, and Garrett Anderson due up for the Halos. Gary Matthews up. Matthews is 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. 5-3. That's going to be a walk. That's a 7. That's a 4. And they walk Matthews. So Matthews gets walked, and that's going to bring up Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero is 0 for 2 on the day. Strategy rolls a 9. Infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. 1-1, and that's going to be a double star. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Murphy for out number 1. 1 out, infield still at double play depth. Garrett Anderson, 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored. Strategy rolls a 9. Matthews still on first. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 4-2. That's going to be a blank. And that's going to be 2-6. That's going to be a fly ball to Murphy for out number 2. Torrey Hunter up. Hunter is 1 for 2 on the day with a home run, a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls an 18. 1-6 range play. 5-4 ground ball to Valquez. His range is a 1. That's a 4. And it gets by him. Let's see. Does Matthews advance? He has a base run of a 3. He needs a 5-6 to go to third. He gets the hold. And that's going to bring up Casey Coachman. Coachman is 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored. And Vincent can face 3 more batters so far. Strategy rolls a 6. 2-3. Error on a possible throw. 5-1. Double star 4. Ground ball to Bollock. That's a 1. Error rating is a 9. Sorry, that's a 15. No error there. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 5, it's Los Angeles 5, Texas 2. We go to the top of the 6th. It's going to be Ian Kinsler, Michael Young, and Josh Hamilton due up. Kinsler, 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. 5-3. Home run chance on a 1-19. That's a 12. Kinsler needs a 10 or less. That's a 3. Kinsler squares it up. And kaboom! That ball is out of here. Solo home run for Ian Kinsler. Fly ball out of here for Kinsler as he hits one out of the park, and that cuts the lead down to 2 for the Rangers. They now have 3 runs in this. And that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Michael Young. Young 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. He has a run scored already in this game. And that's going to be 2-6. 2-6 is a blank. 6-5, double star 3, ground ball to Izuchis. Izuchis takes it, throws it across the horn to Coachman, out number 1. Josh Hamilton steps up. Hamilton is 1 for 2 in the day with a strikeout and a run scored. Here's the pitch. 5-6, that's going to be a walk. That's a 5. That's a 5, and they walk him. So they walk Hamilton, and that's going to bring up Hank. Hank is 1 for 2 on the day with a double. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 3. 6-1, range play at Angel Stadium. 4-6, ground ball to Figgins. Figgins' range is a 1 to 2. That's a 4, and that's going to be a 1-base hit. Hamilton will advance from first to third on a 6 only. He has a 4. He gets the hold sign. So infield going to come in for this play. We do have a sacrifice play coming up, and that's going to bring up David Murphy. Murphy is 1 for 2. 1-2, that's going to be a walk, and that is a successful sacrifice bunt. So 2 outs, and that puts a runner in scoring position. The tying run also on second. And the go-ahead run now comes to the plate as Frank Cantalo comes up. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Strategy rolls a 4. Here's the pitch. That's a 1. That's going to be a hit by pitch. And he gets hit. That's a 16. That's a 1. And he gets hit, and that's going to load the bases up as Ben Bouchard comes up. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 2. Infield at normal depth. 4-6 blank. 5-1. Double star 2. Ground ball to third. And that retires the side. 1 run, 2 hits, and they leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's going to be Howie Kendrick, Mike Napoli, and Mercer Zoutras due up for the Angels. They are going to let Vincent take over and continue this inning. But the bullpen is warming up for the Rangers. Here's the pitch to Kendrick. Kendrick is 1 for 2 in the day with a double and 2 doubles and 2 runs scored. Vincent can face 2 more batters. 3-2 at the ballpark. 6-6, that's going to be a rare play. Second time a rare play has come up. Inside pitch possibly hits the batter in the elbow. Resolved as a hit by pitch. And if the batter is hit, check for injury to batter. Otherwise, just a ball. Repitch. Howie Kendrick is hit. So we're going to take the hit. And Kendrick is out for the rest of this game. So let's see. We're going to bring in Sean Rodriguez to take over at second. Rodriguez will come in to replace the injured Howie Kendrick. We move on. It's going to be Mike Napoli. Napoli's 1 for 1 on the day with 3 RBIs. That is going to be a 5-5. That's going to be a strike 16. That's a 13. Struck him out. All right. Vincent is now tired. Infield at double play depth. Strategy roll is a 10 as Mercury Zoutras comes up. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 1-2. Home run. That's a 3. The 5 is too high. 2-6, pump up to Bullock. And that's out number 2. We go to the top of the order. Here's Cone Figgins. Figgins is 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. Strategy roll 6. Angels holding off. The pitch. 6, 4, walk. 11. The 20, too high. 4-1, fly ball to Hamilton. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. After 6, it's Angels 5, Texas 3. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Gerald Laird, Raymond Valcrez, and Ian Kinsler due up for the Rangers. Here's the pitch to Gerald. Gerald is 0 for 2 on the day. 3-6 wild pitch. We're going to re-roll that. 6-3 question mark single on a 1-5. That's a 5. That's going to be a single. And Gerald gets on with a single. All right, infield at double play depth, and that's going to bring up Raymond Valcrez. Valcrez is 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 5. Rangers holding off. 5-3. Home run chance on a 1-5. That's a 4. 6 or less. That's a 16. That's too high. Ground ball to third on a 1-6 to Figgins. And Laird will get forced out at second, and Valcrez takes over at first. And with that, John is now tired. Ian Kinsler, 2 for 3 on the day with a home run, a run, and an RBI. Strategy rolls a 9. Infield still at double play depth. Here's the pitch to Kinsler. Kinsler, 5-2, strikeout. That's a 7. That's a 6. Struck him out. 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Michael Young, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 3 on the day with a run scored. Strategy rolls an 8. Here's the pitch. 2-2, strikeout 10. That's a 2. Struck him out. So, and Sing, take me out to the ball game. So after 6.5 innings, the Rangers have 3 runs on 7 hits, only 1 error. They've scored in the 4th inning and in the 6th inning. The Angels have 5 runs on 8 hits. They scored 2 runs in the 2nd inning, 3 runs in the 4th inning, and have been scoreless since. Rangers have been slowly chipping away at that lead. And that is going to do it for Vincent. And that is going to do it for Vincent. So we have a switch right-left coming up. And they're going to go with We're going to bring in Kazuo Fukumori. Fukumori is going to come in to pitch this to take over. No wins, no losses, no saves, a 20.25 ERA. He's only pitched 4 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 strikeout, and 3 walks. All right, taking a look at the stats here. For Vincent, Vincent went 6 innings, allowed 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 1 hit by pitch, 1 home run, 1 hit by pitch, 2 wild pitches, ERA of 5.85. All right, here's the pitch. 4-1 home run. That's an 11. The 4, the 11 is too high. 3-3 fly ball to Cantaloupe. Out number 1. And that's going to bring up Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero is 0 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. 6-1 single. No, it's 6-1 is going to be a possible error. Got excited there. 1-3, and that's going to be a single to Valcrez. No error there. Error rating is an 11, 1 to an 11. That's a 17. And Guerrero gets on with a single. And that is going to bring up Garrett Anderson, the left fielder. All right, infield going to come in for the sit and run play. Here's the pitch to Anderson. Anderson is 1 for 3 on the day. 2-3 at the ballpark. 4-1 ground ball to Belloc. And let's see. Nope, that is not higher. So Guerrero will advance, and the out is at first. But then that's going to bring up Torii Hunter. Hunter is 2 for 3 with a home run, a strikeout, a run, and a ribby. Strike rolls 11. 2 outs. Infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch. 2-1 range play. 5-5. That's going to be a double star 3. Fly ball out to Hamilton. Hamilton's range is in a 1-2. That's a 6. That's going to be a single. It got by him. Guerrero has a base run of 6. That's going to be a +2 from second to home. He will advance. No throw there because of it being a 6. And with that, that scores a run. That gives the Angels a 3-run lead. And that's going to bring up Casey Coachman. Casey 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 4. Infield at normal depth. And that is going to be 6-5. That's going to be a blank. 6-4. Power hit to Hamilton. That's going to be a 12. That's going to be a double. And it hops up the wall. Torii Hunter will score as well. As Hunter's waved around to come home, Coachman on at second. 2 runs come in to score, and it's now 7-3 Angels. That's going to bring up Sean Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. Rodriguez, 4-4, error on a possible throw. 6-2 line drive to Valcrest to the shortstop. No error there. Is error? It's called error only if runners are on in less than 2 outs. It's a throwing error, trying to double off the runner. Otherwise, it's just a line out. If no error, then double up the closest base runner, and that retires the side. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. After 7, it's Los Angeles 7, Texas 3. We go to the top of the 8th. It's Josh Hamilton, Frank Belloc, and David Murphy due up for the Rangers. And that's going to do it for John, as they are going to pull John. So let's see who they're going to bring in. They're going to bring in Jose. And we have seen him in this replay. No wins, no losses, no saves, no ERA. He's pitched 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, and 2 strikeouts. All right, here's the pitch. He's going to face Hamilton, Belloc, and Murphy. They are going to make a change. Guerrero is going to come out in right field. And they're going to bring in Kendry Morales to take over in right field. That's the only change that we're making. Hamilton comes in. He's 1 for 2 in the day. 2, 5, question mark, double star on a 1 to 11. That's a 5. Ground ball to Rodriguez. Out number 1. Hank Belloc up. Belloc is 2 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. 3-2 double star, ground ball to third. Out number 2. 2 away, just like that. Here comes David Murphy. Murphy 1 for 2 on the day. 6-1. That's going to be a walk. That's a 3. The 19 is too high. And that's going to be a 5-5. That's going to be a single. And Murphy is on with a single. That's going to bring up Frank Cantaloupe. Here's the pitch. 5-1 range play. 6-5 double star 2. Fly ball out to the Hunter. Hunter's range is a 4. That's a 1. And he gets the out. So 1 left on. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's going to be Mike Napoli, Mercer Zoutris, and Cone Figgins due up. And for that, the Rangers do make a little bit of a change here to their lineup. Frank Cantaloupe in left field is going to come out. They're going to bring in Jason Ellis to take over. Third base, Hank Belloc. They're going to bring in Adam Elmus. And Valcrest, the shortstop, is going to come out. They are going to the bull. And no, they're not. They're gonna leave Valcrest there. How about for first, Bouchard. and they're going to have Chris come in. All right. So those are the lineup changes for the Rangers. They do go to the bench and bring out some more defense there. Here's the pitch. He's going to face. Kazue is going to come out. So we have a right switch coming up for Texas. And they're going to bring in Jamie Wright to come in. All right, Jamie Wright. Let's take a look here at his stats. No wins, no losses, no saves, no ERA. He's went 1 1/3 inning, allowed 2 hits, no strikeouts, no walks. Taking a look at the stats here, Kazue went 1 inning, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs. John Garland, 7 innings pitched, allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run, 1 wild pitch. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's going to be Napoli, Mercer, and Figgins due up for the Angels. Here's the pitch. 1-5 blank. 4-1. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Out number 1. Mercer Zutris, 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. 1-1, hit by pitch. That's a 12. The 14 too high. Jamie Wright adds a plus 10 to that. Nothing. 6-1, double star 2. Ground ball to Millhouse for out number 2. We go to the top of the order. Here's Cone Figgins. Figgins 1 for 4 on the day. Here's the pitch. 2-5 wild pitch. We're going to re-roll that. And that's going to be 1-2 range play at Angel Stadium. 2-1 double star 1. That's going to go to Kinsler. Kinsler's range is a 3. That's a 2. Gets it, tosses it over to first for the out, and gets out of the side there. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 8, it's Los Angeles 7, Texas 3. But will we see some 9th inning magic? We're going to, Jose is going to come out. So they're going to go with Justin. We have a right, left coming up. And that's going to bring in their closer, Justin Spearer, to come in to close this. He's pitched 2 innings, allowed 2 hits and 1 strikeout. No walks. Take a look at the stats for Jose. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit. No ERA. All right. Let's take a look here at the box score real quick. After 8 innings of play, Texas has scored in the 4th and in the 6th. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Angels, 2 runs in the 2nd, 2 runs in the 4th, 2 runs in the 7th, 7 runs on 11 hits, no error. So that's going to bring up Chris, Gerald, and Raymond. Here's the pitch. 3-1 blank. 4-2. That's going to be a single to Hunter. And Chris Sheldon gets on. I want to check something here. Do I have any other first? Okay, I do. Okay. Ooh. Nope, they're going to leave him in. They're not going to pinch run him. That's going to bring up Gerald. Gerald is 1 for 3. That's a strikeout. 9, the 12, too high. 4, 5, and that's going to be a single to Elson. And that gets the hold sign. And you know what? They are going to pinch run him now. And they're going to bring in Joaquin Aris to pinch run for Chris Sheldon. All right, runners on first and second. And here's Raymond Valcrez up. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Actually, they're not going to let Valcrez take the hit. They're going to bring in Brandon Boggs to come in to pinch hit. Boggs, here's the pitch. 6-4, question mark, double star on a 1 to 18. That's an 18. Fly ball to Hamilton. And that's out number 1. Ian Kinsler up. We go to the top of the order. 1 out, runners on first and second. Here's the pitch to Kinsler. 6-2. Home run. That's a 5. That's a 10. And kaboom! That ball is out of here. 3-run home run for Ian Kinsler. His second one of the game. Fly ball out of here, and that's going to make it a 1-run game. And that's going to do it for Justin. They're going to go to the bullpen, and they're going to bring in Scott Shields to come in for the set. For this, it now becomes a save situation here. He's going to face off against Michael Young. Here's the pitch. 2 outs. No, 1 out. We need 2 more. 1-4. That's going to be a blank. Real quick before we go on, Scott Shields does have 1 save on the season. He did pitch 2 innings and allowed 1 strikeout. No hits, no walks, no wins, no losses. Taking a look at the stats here for Justin Spear, he did go 1/3 of an inning, allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 home run, ERA of 11.74. So 1-4 is a blank. 5-1, that's going to be a fly ball to Hunter. Out number 2. The Rangers are down to the last out. Here's Josh Hamilton, 1 for 3 on the day. 2-2, blank. 5-6, ground ball to Zutris. And that's the game. The Los Angeles Angels have defeated the Texas Rangers, have outrun The Texas Rangers, 7-6. Final line score coming right up. Texas trying to make that comeback there in that ninth inning. John Garland gets his second win. Vincent Paleta picks up his second loss. Scott Shields gets his second save of the season. Final score 7-6. Texas Rangers, 6 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. The Angels, 7 runs on 11 hits, no errors. Ian Kinsler, 2 home runs in this game, picks up his 3rd home run for the season. Torii Hunter picks up his 2nd home run for the season. Take a look at the stats here. John Garland, 7 innings pitched, allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run, 1 wild pitch. ERA of 3.86. Vincent picks up his 2nd loss. He went 6 innings, allowed 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run, 1 hit by pitch, 2 wild pitches. ERA 5.85, and Scott Shields gets the save. He went 2/3 of an inning. Nothing there. Justin Sniper went 1/3 of an inning. Allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, and 1 home run to save for that game. So the Angels go to 5-2. The Rangers drop to 4-2. And that's going to do it for us here at, in LA. If you enjoyed the game, please give it a thumbs up. And until next time, I'm Scooney007. We'll see you next time for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.